Apparently, somebody tried to kill Trump again. God damn.
Bruh.
How many times they tried to assassinate this nigga? Man. Hey. Man.
Now
Let's
do
get
have
into
some
it.
video of the moment where the president was rushed off the stage. Let us watch that now.
Damn, you got the Call of Duty shits. God damn. They shooting down. Holy shit.
You know what occurs to me as we're watching this as well? We just said Erica Kirk was in this room.
She was.
She was in this room.
That's crazy.
There are reports
Well,
that
they
she was
trying to
seen
fuck Trump
crying,
up.
as she was leaving the room as well. People
Man,
who did see
Trump
her
got
there,
hella enemies,
obviously this had to
boy.
be very, very traumatic.
We have Caitlin Collins on the line for some more insight. Caitlin Collins, we're listening. What's happening?
Hey guys, obviously, I mean, this is a total state of chaos right now in the ballroom, and we're seated maybe 50 feet from the stage where the president was up there, the First Lady Melania Trump.
We have to stay here for now.
Security is telling us that everything's okay. The shooter, there was a shooter? 1 second, guys, I'm literally, what happened?
We're trying to identify it now.
Where was the shooter?
Somewhere out there.
In the lobby?
They got up out of
In the
there?
lobby?
Did they catch the
All
motherfucker?
right, guys, I just want you to know this is not verified. We're just listening to what's happening right now.
Hey.
But we have security around us, and it's Secret Service because there's a lot of members of the administration here. The Secretary of Education is seated right next to me, and her security just said,
Well, they
confirmed
tried
that there
to
was
get
a
Trump
shooter
ass up out
in
of
the
here.
lobby. It's not clear where. Obviously, it's a very big hotel. In the lobby of the Hilton, they said he is confirmed dead. We don't know anything more than that, but I can tell you we had just sat down to dinner.
Yeah, they
The
killed
president,
folks.
The First Lady, Caroline Levitt, were
Well,
all
they
on
tried
stage, including the
to
Vice
make an
President,
attempt
J.D.
on the
Vance. So
president.
obviously a lot of security here. And, you know, at the beginning of the dinner, everyone's just kind of seated having their meal. And within moments, armed Secret Service is running in with massive guns. I mean, maybe dozens, and a silence just went over the room as they ran in. Everyone ducked, got on the floor. People were underneath tables. No one knew what was going on. And for a second, the president actually was not evacuated off stage. I looked. He was sitting still right there. A Secret Service was coming in down the hallway. And so we didn't know at first, but then we heard from our own security that they heard shots fired. And now we do have Secret Service telling us.
They started fucking shit
I
up.
want to know this is only one Secret Service member, but a member of security is here telling us that there is a shooter who is confirmed dead, and now we are kind of basically locked inside the ballroom.
Get him out of here.
Everyone's okay. They have not identified the shooter yet, but obviously it shows you this was not some kind of...
They blew his ass down, Chad.
Obviously something had happened, and they rushed the entire administration off stage. A few members were still in the audience, because as you guys know, someone from the administration is kind of seated at each table. Inside, I'm actually sitting next to Secretary McMahon, the Secretary of Education. And so that was what happened. I mean, I've never seen anything like this in my life. And I want you guys to know security is very tight.
They ass looking all confused.
Secret Service who warns you. You come
They ass looking like, boy, they ass looking like, shh. I don't know. I just don't know. You just seen, oh my God. Oh, bro.
Bruh.
Look at her. Look at Shorty right there. Oh my God.
and so obviously there's a ton of security here given how many top officials here.
Look says right there with this
Speaker
cup
Mike
like.
Johnson, top lawmakers who all have their own security details are also in the room. That just speaks to this. But as we were sitting here, and then moments later, obviously the president was rushed off stage, the vice president was rushed off stage. I saw Secretary Kennedy being rushed off as well, Stephen Miller and his wife, as they were moving quickly. But it's difficult for them to identify where everyone is in this very cramped ballroom as we're all kind of seated right next to each other.
Yeah, y'all clustered in and shit.
Are you hearing anything more in terms of the number of shooters or any shots fired or anything, information about where they were firing into? Was it confined to the lobby or inside of the actual
Look at
ballroom?
her. She holding her heart. She hold
So
God.
it's not clear because
Oh,
obviously
yeah.
it looks like the threat was coming near the stage, and that's where people thought that they heard gunshots. But then we also have reports that people who were seated kind of in the back of the room heard it. I mean, the acoustics, obviously, it's hard to judge. I personally did not hear the gunshots. I'm seated maybe 50 feet from the main stage where the president, the first lady, and the vice president were. And you kind of walk downstairs. It's in the basement of the
Look like they done
The
eating.
security who just
Plate done that
confirmed to me that the
finish.
shooter that was here inside the Hilton where the president was, is confirmed dead, seemed to indicate that this person was in the lobby. But I mean, I want you guys to know this is all just coming in as we're literally standing here in the room reporting on this.
Shit,
as it's
all right.
happening. And I just to give you insight into
Sit
this
your
room,
ass
obviously,
down.
there
Now
was a
they got
huge
the
gathering
killer.
of
They
media,
killed
but
them.
when the president
Shit.
comes, it
Sit your
generates a
ass
lot of
down.
interest. So
Now.
there are some of
Shit.
those powerful figures in media, entertainment, news, Washington that are inside this room right now, just to give you a sense of what this security nightmare is.
They're like, oh my God, we never experienced
again,
this in
just
my
let's reiterate
life.
what Caitlin has just told us and bring people up to speed as to what we know.
Oh,
This
bruh.
is the White House Correspondents' Dinner, or what was the White House Correspondent Dinner at the Washington Hilton Hotel. About 8 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, people heard things and the room was cleared out very quickly. The president, the vice president, the entire dais, most of the cabinet is there as well, taken out of the room. Caitlin, who is in there, Caitlin Collins, is reporting she is hearing from a security official that there were shots fired, perhaps in the
They
lobby,
tried to
by
smoke the
someone
president.
who is now dead. Now, we don't have any information this person got in the room or near
Shit,
the
I've been
president
sitting
or
my
any
ass back
official,
down like shit.
but
Folks
there
dead. Shit.
does appear to have been
I
shots fired
mean,
outside.
I'm
because
still
the-
standing up. Y'all, shit, y'all got his ass. Shit, might as well sit back down and eat, right? Folks dead. What the fuck?
Bruh.
Officials right now sweeping the area, going through, and we have no information about who the individual might be or anything like that. I will say, as Caitlin was saying, this is one of the most secure rooms on earth tonight. You have the president, the vice president, much of the entire cabinet there, prominent media figures as well. It takes a long time to get in, and everyone is thoroughly screened. So questions will be asked about how someone even got to the lobby. Let's go to Brian Stelter and Manu Raju now, who are there for the latest on what you are hearing, gentlemen.
And this information, John, that you've been reporting is news to most of the people in the ballroom. Most folks in the ballroom do not yet know anything about shots being fired. Manu, what have you seen?
Yeah, I only saw when I was sitting at the table, I saw
What you saw,
President Trump
man?
getting pushed
Yeah, you
down by
cut.
his security detail and then being rushed
Well, he
out.
trampled his
Then later
ass.
seeing both the vice president, the cabinet.
You already know they
also
trampled the shit out of
members
Trump.
Congress also being rushed out by the
Oh,
security
bro.
detail.
Yeah. And now
Other than that, nothing else.
looking around, wondering what happened because people inside do not know. I apologize. I'm literally holding up a cell phone camera in order to show you this, but it's better than nothing in a moment like this. And I do think that I don't want to overstate this, but there are some folks pretty shook up in the room here. You had folks who looked like they got hurt when they were falling to the ground. You know, I don't want to overstate that, but this was a pretty sudden, shocking
Like, yeah, I just
interruption in
fell.
this room.
Yeah, no question about it, because it's unmistakable. It sounded like gunshots that we heard from not inside the room, but nearby. And that was enough to cause so many people to immediately, they know what they heard, jump to the ground, try to protect themselves. But we saw what
They heard a bunch of bang bang.
very, very seriously, immediately.
They went nuts, chat.
John,
Nuts, you hear me? Nuts.
It is stunning to think about where we are right now. This evening that began as a question of why now? Why is the President of the United States speaking and attending what is his first White House Correspondents' Dinner as the President of the United States?
Because they're trying to get rid of his ass. He talk too much shit.
His obviously
That's what they're trying to do, shit. I guess.
The First Lady is there.
I don't know.
The Defense
Yeah.
Secretary. Also, you have DNI. You have so many people in the administration. Also, many of whom were on that stage. We watched the video footage as it was coming in live to a bit of chaos after we were told that loud sounds had been heard inside of the actual venue. Caitlin Collins is reporting that actually shots were fired in the lobby and a shooter confirmed dead. We've got Jake Tapper, who is sitting next to Brian Stelter as well, who is our eyes and ears inside of the space right now.
Jake tapped his head.
Jake, what did you
Jake the
hear?
one did it.
Tell us what you saw?
Jake, you did it, didn't
Jake,
you?
can you tell us?
You did it, Jake. Go on, tell him what you did.
Yes, I can hear you. What's going on?
We hear you, Jake.
So this is what's happening. We're just
What's
all
happening, Jake?
at this dinner,
All right.
and then all of a sudden,
Okay,
I didn't
Jake.
hear the bangs, but I guess there was some bang.
Yeah, bang, bang.
Then there was Secret Service running. Here, I'm sorry to do that, but there's Secret Service running down this aisle right here. And then if you look on stage, no one's on stage right now, but the president was there, and Secret Service escorted him out. And people were jumping under tables, and people were very upset and worried. And I have some videos, so somebody needs to. We have no signal. There's never any signal here at the Washington Hilton, so I apologize for that. But I have some video to send. But in any case, I have no idea what happened. Somebody with a Secret Service pin said that there was a shooter who made his way into the building, but not into the room. And that shooter.
And you took it upon yourself, this 007 shit, huh, Jay?
Stopped. So that's all I know. Is that shooter was stopped.
Yeah, you ain't gonna tell what you did. All right, Jake.
One person with a Secret Service pin.
Jake the Tapper.
Not a thorough vetting of in a.
He ain't gonna tell you what he did.
Since I'm being interviewed.
That's Jake the Tapper, goddamn it.
That's what I can tell.